People ask me this all the time. Is trading going to be around forever? My answer in the video. So let's dig right into it. In my opinion, there are two ways to answer this question. The first one is to literally answer it. Is it going to be around forever? The second answer to this question would be much deeper. It would dig much deeper. It would actually be a question by itself. But let's get into the first part. So trading has been around forever. It has been around since humanity basically existed and started communicating with each other. We traded sticks for stones, the mammoth you just shot for 20 women, I don't know. Stuff like that, you know. There was always a market there. Trade is as old as humanity. So trading will always exist. If you translate that to the financial markets, it becomes more interesting. Will Forex always be around, for example? I think probably not, because fiat currencies will probably disappear at one point and we will switch to digital currencies. Then you have to trade those. Are stocks going to be around forever? Are options going to be around forever? I have no idea. Are there going to be other markets? Probably. There will always be something that needs to be traded electronically and we can profit from that. You can even trade sports quotes these days. That's not something I would worry about. Also, with the advent of AI, are edges going to disappear? Yes, for sure, but new edges will be created as well. It doesn't matter whether your market changes or whether your market disappears and you have to switch to a new market, or whether your strategy stops working and you have to develop a new strategy. It all falls into the same context of you constantly have to evaluate your performance and evolve based on that. So as long as you stay on top of things, you stay on top of the markets, you stay on top of your own performance, that should not be a problem. Any profession changes all the time. And if you look at, for example, the soccer team that won the 1908 World Championship, they would never win against the soccer team that won the 2016? No idea when it was last time, championship. So my point is, you always have to evolve in any profession. It doesn't really matter what it is. So trading will always be around as long as one condition is true, and that is capitalism has to survive. And even if it doesn't survive, there will still be a market for goods that have to be exchanged. I mean, candlesticks were invented by a Japanese rice trader in 1700 something. So as long as there is a goods exchange, you will be able to find something to trade. You can even become a vegetable trader. Maybe not by reading charts, but maybe yes, by reading charts. On the other hand, if capitalism explodes or implodes, you're probably gonna have other problems than watching charts, along with everyone else. So I wouldn't really worry about trading, whether it will be around forever or not. The answer is you cannot control it, and what you cannot control you shouldn't worry about. And that leads me to the second part of the answer is, why would you even want to know, or why would you even worry about that? People that ask me this question, they are scared of commitment. I know, because I have been guilty of this in the past. I first became aware of this when my buddies were playing World of Warcraft. It just came out, 2005 or so. And everyone was playing it like crazy and putting a lot of time in. And my thought process was only, what if I put in a lot of time now and then the servers are shut down or players leave the game? Then I have a lot of time invested into this. I have a level 60 was the max level at that time character, and then what? I can't play with anyone because no one's in the game is dead, so I wasted all this time. Truth is, World of Warcraft is still around, more alive than ever. Sure, a lot of other games have died during the years, but people that invested time in those games simply moved on. And now we're getting closer to the core of the problem. People that ask this question, they are scared of commitment. They are scared to commit their time and energy and resources to a thing which is not going to have a guaranteed payoff for life. That leads me to another question. Which profession or which endeavor in life has a guaranteed payoff for the next 50 years? Besides maybe being a brain surgeon, there is no guarantee. Especially in these times, most of you are not going to have one job for a lifetime. That's more a thing of the generation of our grandparents, or our parents maybe even. But many of our parents had multiple jobs in their lives as well, which had nothing to do with each other very often. And that question also shows the mindset of you first want to have a guaranteed outcome, or you first want to have the outcome and then you want to put in the work. So basically you're asking your boss for a 10k salary for the next 50 years and then you say, okay, and now I'm gonna put in the work. But that's not how it works. It's never gonna happen that way. So the answer is to find bliss and happiness and peace in the process, as always. Just improving each day 1% and doing your best each day. And once you find fulfillment in the process of doing what you do, then your time won't be wasted. Even if you trade for 20 years and then after 21 years trading completely disappears. Didn't you have a great time for 20 years? Didn't you love what you did? Didn't you make a lot of money? Didn't you really enjoy your time? I hope you did, because if not, then you clearly did something wrong. And yeah, you wasted your time if you did something for 20 years that you didn't enjoy at all. So it all boils down to finding fulfillment in the process and then 100% committing to it. And then even if you fail, or if it disappears, or if something horrible happens, your time won't be wasted. Your time will only be wasted worrying about things that might come true or that might never come true. You have no control over the outcome. And if you have no control over the outcome, it's a waste of energy and time and resources to worry. I think Mark Twain said shortly before his death, "Now I am an old man and I have known many troubles. None of them ever came true." Something like that. Or another saying was, worrying really works because 90% of the stuff I worry about never comes true. So that's what I see when a person asks me that question. I don't see the immediate need to answer the question, is trading always going to be around? Probably yes, but maybe not. Who knows? The real answer these people need to that question is, why would it be important to you? Why would you ask yourself that? Are you scared of commitment? Are you scared to waste your time? That also shows that maybe you are in trading only for the money and you don't really enjoy it. And you see the process of learning trading as a sacrifice. You think that making money requires sacrifice. And if you have that mindset, you're going into scarcity. Scarcity mindset is the worst thing to have, not only in trading, but anywhere in life. The scarcity mindset is gonna completely ruin you, because you're always thinking about, I don't have time, I don't have money, what if this happens, what if that happens? You're always seeing problems, not solutions. Your whole universe is dominated by scarcity. Whereas the reality is, there is huge abundance everywhere. The whole world is full of abundance. There's so much money in the world, it's ridiculous. There are enough resources for everyone. We are just idiots in dealing with them. So the scarcity mindset is gonna hold you back big time. Make sure you get out of that. If you guys are interested, I'm going to do a video on scarcity and abundance mindset as well. You are not actually in trading because you enjoy it. That's why you are scared to commit, because you worry that you will waste your time, your resources, and all of that just feeds into your scarcity mindset. For me, I was also asking this question when I started playing poker. I was asking myself, will poker always be around, online poker? What about the profitability? Will the games always be beatable? I worried about these things a lot instead of just working on my game and pulling out as much money as I could. And then when it really stopped working, then I would just move on. So I had huge scarcity mindset problems. I was even wondering at some point in my life why people were still building houses and bridges and so on, if everything would just decay anyway, like 200 years later or so, when humanity disappears. And that's exactly the mindset that a lot of people have these days. And if you're asking how I got out of it, it had to do a lot with recognizing that true happiness actually is in the process and not in the outcome, not in the result, and that you can be totally happy and fine with what you have right now. You can be grateful. So being grateful played a lot into getting into the abundance mindset, being grateful for everything we have right now, and really acknowledging that you have a roof over your head, you have food on your plate, you have air to breathe, you have water to drink. What else do you want? I mean, a Lamborghini is not going to make your life any better significantly. It's just a toy. And more money is not going to fix your insecurity. And me telling you that trading will always be around is not going to fix your insecurity. Or me telling you that, yeah, you can definitely make it as a trader and then make millions over millions for the next 50 years. It's not going to fix your insecurity either, simply because you are in a scarcity mindset. So practice being grateful for everything that you already have. Realize that you can truly be happy with or without trading, because it's all about the process. It's not a sacrifice. Being lazy and doing nothing is a sacrifice. You're sacrificing your lifetime for an achievement of complete nothingness. So if you want to have a good read on this topic, a book that I recently read and was really epic is The Illusion of Money by Kyle Cease. That's gonna help you a lot if you worry about these kind of things. If you have these insecurities, if you worry a lot about the future, then this is going to really open your mind. I cannot recommend it enough. Great book. If you want to make it in trading, at least 90% is mindset. And you have to work on yourself. That's the truth. Stop worrying. Life is beautiful. Couldn't be better. So next weekend we are going to be in Manila for our annual Tradeciety workshop, which is going to be really cool. I'm looking forward to seeing some of you there. It's going to be a great week. And now I'm back to playing The Witcher 3. Already finished it once on PlayStation. I wanted to play through it again because I love it. And it looks so much better on PC. Alright guys, thanks for your time. Over and out.